Thank you. It's great to be back. Time for Fashion Watch. I trust you had a lovely festive season. The Fashion Watch panel is back with an even bigger show this year, and tonight we are looking at what is in 2016 and what to leave behind. That is what is so 2015. Very glad and happy, of course. Very glad to have the Fashion Watch panel back in the studio, starting with Ian Mbogwa. Ian, I trust you had a lovely, lovely holiday.
It was restful.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to see you. Ian Mbogwa is a thespian and, of course, your celebrity judge on Tasker Project fame. Also with us is award-winning fashion journalist Carol Odero. She's back in studio this year. Looking forward to her commentary on the trends we're looking at this year. Also with us is Robert Burale, image consultant and motivational speaker. He's with us this season once again. And, of course, Annabelle Onyango, celebrity fashion stylist, looking at what is in 2016 and what we should leave behind. That is as far as 2015 is concerned. Let's begin with what has been happening. And this is our very own Waihiga Mwaura's wedding. This was held late last year in Naivasha. And here we go. Let's take a look at this red gown. And I recall Carol, or was it Annabelle last year, saying that red is a bit too bold for a wedding, that just let the bride carry her day. But Carol, let's talk about 2016 and what we're expecting to see at weddings. What can we wear to weddings? What is a no-no? Let's talk about this look.
I'm not sure what the dress code was for the wedding, but if it's a formal invite, then you are allowed to dress up like this. But in some instances, a lot of people can overdress for a wedding and some people can underdress. So I think for me, the key word is always finding just the right balance, because a lot of Kenyans don't know how to do that. So if you're going to go for a wedding, make sure you know what the dress code is. Where is the location? Is it going to be indoors or outdoors? Where is the reception going to be? Because that's the most important part of the wedding for most people. That's where they go to be seen. So just look at the function of the dress before you put it on. Yeah.
Okay, Robert, you do a lot of weddings. Yeah, he MCs a lot of weddings, so look for him, by the way. So, yeah, this look for you, who does a lot of weddings, a bit too out there or just fine?
No, I think this is fantastic, as opposed to it's respectable, smart, in line with the occasion. I see so many weddings where we see ladies in very short skirts, especially the single ones looking for a husband by force. So it's this sassy, suave look, but still respecting the occasion of a wedding, and also not overshadowing the bride.
Yeah.
Yes.
Annabelle, does this look comfortable to you? Is it elegant enough? She tells me this was a custom-made gown, by the way. What do you think about this look?
I think the look is perfect, actually, for a wedding. I think people are often confused what to wear to weddings, and if you watch weddings in the audience, you'll see people, like, it's the whole range from jeans to ball gowns, and I think there's a comfortable middle ground, and I think she's hit the nail on the head. And I love the fact that it's just, you know, a basic color, monochrome. I think the move away from prints is also a refreshing look for weddings, and, you know, I think she looks effortless.
All right. Carol, rather, Ian, what do you think?
I love it, and I think she did a really good job, and she was respectful of the bride. Yes, as a bride and groom, you want people to make the effort, if you've invited them, to come smart. And she's done just that.
Okay.
Well done, Liz.
Yeah, so this is a win from the panel. This is Liz, our very own Liz, here on Citizen TV and Citizen Radio. And, of course, she is currently blogging. She's a fashion blogger right here at Citizen, so look her out. Let's take a look at what else was happening. This is the Koroga Festival. Again, a lot of red going on here. This was on Sunday. Let's talk to you, Robert. What are your thoughts?
I just wish Kenyan men would up their game. It's absolutely a fail. I don't know what is out on the jacket. Are they metal bars? It's like a wrestling fighter. I think we should go on the smart casual. But this is a bit, you're caught up between growing up and adolescence. So it's not really bringing out your true personality. It's someone who is caught in between, and I just think would The shoes, these shoes are too much now in these many events. I wish Kenyan men would just wear nice loafers. Ian, you should talk to men about shoes.
The
Nice
hashtag
loafers.
is fashion watch, by the way. Ian, you seem to disagree. And then again, Koroga is easy. It's out there at the Arboretum. You know, usually sunny, Sunday. What to wear?
No, these guys don't look like they're teenagers.
Absolutely.
They're dressed like teenagers. It's wrong. It's wrong. They should age a bit more. Leave this dressing to the teens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Annabelle, are you defending this look, or do you think?
I mean, I'm with the boys on this one. I mean, I think what the guys are saying is that there's a lack of sophistication in the sort of matchiness, which we have said over and over again. Guys, don't match your clothes. It's dated. And we're going to talk about trends in 2016 that need to be axed. And I think studs on your jacket or studs on your shoes, that's so 2 years ago. Don't wear studs, guys.
Carol, do you agree? The studs on the jacket, on the shoes, this thing that Robert is talking about, loafers, you know, being more appropriate, that being a more cleaned up look. What do you think?
I think that there is an age, a Peter Pan age, where Kenyan men are going through. They're not sure if they're still boys or if they want to grow up and look like men. And a lot of the people who get to something like this tend to be hip-hop artists, but then they also know how to change their look according to the occasion. So you have to know, how old are you? How old do you want to look? How do you want people to assess you? Because this really does look like a 16-year-old, and they obviously don't look like they're 16. It is very age inappropriate as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but then again, nowadays 21-year-olds, I read this up somewhere, 21-year-olds are looking 40. I think it's a lot of beer and, I don't know, chasing. I don't know. Okay, but what do you think? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Yeah, is this look dated? What do you think? Okay, again, at the Koroga Festival, and here we see a cropped top. Again, this was huge in 2015. Carol, are we bringing this to 2016? What do you think?
The crop top is still going to be big in 2016 as far as I can see. Mostly because health and lifestyle is also going to be a really big trend in future. I like this look for her. I just don't like it on this event. For some reason, it doesn't work here because this is a very casual event. She's a little too formal. The shoes are not stable for what she's planning to wear them for. Because if you're going to be outdoors, you want shoes that support you according to the dress you're wearing. So, you know, if you stumble in a skirt like this, it's even harder. It's a great look, but if she was going for another event, not an outdoor one.
Annabelle, are you still doing the cropped tops in 2016?
Girl, yes. I put on a few pounds, but nonetheless, I will be wearing crop tops. I think this girl has done a really good job in terms of the proportions and balance of this outfit. She's wearing a crop top, but it's very sort of minimal, the amount of navel you can see, and she's wearing a high-waisted skirt, which is the perfect balance, and the skirt length is long. I really like this outfit. I think she should have worn a sneaker with it. I think it would have worked to wear a sneaker because that contrast of, you know, being dressed up really feminine and wearing sort of a masculine shoe or a sneaker is right on trend. So just change the shoes, girl.
Okay, super. Robert?
This is a win for me as well. Dressed the body very, very well. Change the shoes and you have grade A.
And Ian?
Too much for Koroga. Lose those shoes and lose the bit here. Because Koroga, you've got, you sit on hay, on bales of hay, okay? Or on the grass with a kikoi or something that you put down yourself, a mat. So to come dressed like that, that's a bit much.
Okay.
Yes, she wasn't really, I don't think she was coming for the concert.
What was she coming for?
She had other things and yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else was happening at Koroga. Again, the gladiator sandals we're seeing here. Annabelle, I want to talk about this look. This happened on Sunday, so this is 2016, and we're really trying to see what we should leave. And we saw a lot of this, I think, last year as well, at this outdoor event, just this look. What do you think?
You know what, ordinarily I would say I'm not a fan of a miniskirt, but in this case, I think this girl has killed it. I love, first of all, she has the right body for it. Second of all, again, the great legs. The proportions are also really good because she's balanced the short skirt with a covered up blouse. So, you know, when you see her, nothing feels sort of exposed about her. And I love her gladiator boot. I mean, I think that's a nice contemporary take on, you know, going outdoors, being outside on a sunny Sunday afternoon. I think she looks really good.
Robert.
She looks good, but I think the skirt is too short. Why am I saying that? You've said people sit on the grass, on the hay. This is a bit too much when you sit down. It will show things that are not supposed to be seen and attract the wrong attention. I think the look itself is good. The color combination is fantastic. Gladiator shoes, A1. But imagine this lady sitting on the hay or on a lasso. I think it would be drama.
And a good talking point there, Carol, from Robert. So she's wearing this mini skirt. How to pull off this look if you're going to Koroga or Blankets and Wine? I don't know, one of these outdoor picnicky events. You know, something like that. What can you wear inside? I'm not trying to say bikers or whatever.
The bikers don't live in North because they're too long.
I know that.
I mean, I love this look. It's great. She's beautiful. She looks good.
Yeah.
The thing that I would change two things about this look. One would be the skirt. I would replace it with a pair of shorts because she would definitely look good in it, and it would still not kill the look if that was a pair of shorts instead of a skirt. And then the bag, instead of being a handbag, it should be a crossbody bag because that's easier for a festival and it fits with the mood of the shoes and the loose shirt.
Okay. And Ian, finally.
I love it, but now that she said, hey, come on. Now that she said shorts, I think shorts would have been the same color.
Exactly the
same color, the same length, but shorts.
Yeah, because the sitting can get awkward. Okay, what else was happening? Still at Koroga. Okay, I'll start with you, Annabelle.
I mean, I think, as discussed before, this is another case of mutton dressed as lamb, if that is even the expression. It's just dressing kind of juvenile-ish. There's nothing redeeming about this outfit, sorry, sir. And another thing with shorts is, when you wear shorts, you assume that it's a warm day. So to me, in my mind, I don't understand the logic of wearing layers on top when you're wearing shorts on the bottom. Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it what's going on? So yeah, not my favorite.
Robert.
I think what Kenyan men are struggling with is dressing their age. If I saw a hip-hop artist in an award ceremony, a performer dressed like this, it's fine. If you're 35 and above, and you see a 21-year-old artist looking good in this kind of look, don't have to dress that way.
Surely this guy is not 35.
No, he's not, but his age is definitely not for that kind of outfit.
What needed to stay, what needed to
I think
go?
have the shorts and a t-shirt. You know, remove all these too many things. It's like from here he was going to work and he was to remove the top and he needed long sleeves at the office. So it's a bit confusing if you ask me. So just have the jeans short and a nice loose t-shirt and you're good. Yeah.
Carol.
Well, this look seems to be inspired by this caterboard lifestyle, and the men who dress like this tend to be leaner. And in much better shape, and sometimes if you're 35, then you can actually dress like this if you're slim. For me, what this look lacks is well, an understanding that, you know, when you grow older, your clothes need to grow older with you. This would have worked better with cargo pants, and if he's layering, then maybe something that was a size bigger, and then he loses the hat. That's really all he needed to do, and then it would make the look cleaner. Yeah.
And Ian.
Shorts, I hate those ones. I hate those shorts. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I don't think there's anywhere you can wear those really and be serious. No,
but then again, Annabelle, what kind of shorts can guys actually get away with wearing in this day and age? Do they need to be below the knee? Should they be above the knee? Should they be loose-fitting, tight? I don't know. For the guys who love shorts.
Yeah, I think this gentleman's proportions are not bad. It's below the knee. It's a cargo short. It's not a bad short if you're going to go with shorts. It's just the styling, I think, is off. Keep things simple, guys. Don't try too hard. There's no need.
Okay, yes. All right, so let's move on. Again, this trend, that long top thingy with the high slits, we saw a lot of that last year. So these girls were at Koroga as well. I want to talk about that high slit top because it's got a bit of African detail on it. I don't know if that's African detail, but just the print is a bit interesting. I'll start with you, Carol, on this trend. which we saw a lot of last year, and which we're seeing now very early in the year?
Yeah. I actually love this top. It's very well done. I love the detail, the intricate beading. It's a very beautiful kind of artwork. I just don't like how it's been worn, because it's not being given the respect it deserves as a piece that was obviously treated with a lot of respect when it was being made. I'm not sure why this thing trended so much for Kenyan women. I still am trying to figure that out. I do know there is a way you can wear a top like this with lower slits, and then you can get inspiration from the Indian culture and still make it look sophisticated, and we haven't learned how to do that. Yeah.
Annabelle, the accessory, the print, just okay, what we have going on there, what do you think between the two looks? Actually, which one for you is a better look?
Yeah, Liz, I know you hate the slit dress. I know you think it should stay in 2015.
But that's me just pushing my agenda.
I mean, I don't mind the slit dress. I think it just needs to be updated. And I think because it's a statement in its own, you don't need to sort of over-accessorize it and do too much. Again, less is more. If you're going to wear a slit dress, just wear the slit dress with your tights or your skinny jeans underneath and leave it at that. No need for the over-accessorization. Otherwise, the slit dress is okay. Just make sure the styling is simple.
Simple. Okay. Let's proceed. Okay, so this is Afro Street's Yvonne Odhiambo, and she just never gets it wrong. So let's begin with you, Robert, with this maxi.
Fantastic, fantastic, and absolutely fantastic. Looks classy. I'm sure Ian is thinking I'm saying fantastic because she's well covered up, but I think it fits very well. It's almost a dress for any occasion, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a formal function, and she's, you know, as opposed to the ladies we saw just before this one, she has posed gracefully. The others were trying too hard, posing like an advertisement board. So this is what we call graceful posing, because you pose by the way you are dressed. So the way she's dressed just makes her carry herself in a better way. So if ladies would hear me, is that when you dress yourself in such a way, even the way you sit, the way you walk, the way you pose for a photo, it will just be A1, and everything else will be a win-win-win. So kudos to her.
Ian, is this too covered up for Koroga? Is it too elegant for Koroga? Will I show up at Koroga wearing this and just feel totally like out of place, overdressed?
It depends on who you are. Okay, she owns and she runs the Afro Street, so she has to do a lot of advertising, and that's exactly what she's done. Now I'm sure many people went up to her and asked her, wow, who are you wearing? And she got a lot of customers from that.
Yeah.
I cannot fault her one iota.
Carol, your thoughts?
Well, I love this look on Yvonne. The thing is that a lot of women will look at this and they think, okay, it's a good look, it works for her, and then they'll try to emulate it. The reason it works for her is because of who she is and the kind of outfits she tends to wear. So this is the part where knowing yourself, knowing your brand and knowing your style works for you and in your favor. Because not everybody can pull this off, even though it's Koroga Festival. So you have to find a distinct look for you that makes a maxi work at this event and shorts work in that one. So for me, it works for her because she is Yvonne. Yeah.
And Annabelle, of course, we see a lot of skin everywhere. I think everybody is embracing the short skirts, the flirty little dresses, the shorts. So to step out in a maxi and make it look good, what do you think? Is this something that we can comfortably say is something that you can pull off at one of these outdoor events comfortably, elegantly, and still, you know, give the little dresses a run for their money?
Yes, yes, and yes. Yvonne, she's the head designer at Afro Street Collections. She is a model, and she, no matter where you see her, she stays in character. This girl always looks impeccably dressed, and you barely ever see her wearing anything twice. And I would say that this is the kind of look, actually I disagree with Carol in the sense that I think this is the kind of look that any body type would actually be able to wear. Large, small, tall, short. And it's, you know, it's not a trendy look, it's a sort of a classic look. And she looks phenomenal.
Okay, good. That's a win from the panel. That's Yvonne of Afro Street Collections. And the last Koroga image we have is this, the shorts and the sort of oversized blouse there. This look, another trend that was seen at the Koroga this year. Let's start with you, Ian, your thoughts. Is this what you meant with the shorts? Do you like it?
No, I don't.
Because?
I don't like it. You need to, if you're wearing shorts, you need to know your body. Yes. And you need to know the size of the shorts that you're going to wear so that you don't bulge in places that you're not supposed to.
Robert, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this. And please be objective. I know you're not a fan of skin, but like I said, Kenyan girls are starting to embrace that femininity, and then they're stepping out, you know, in their shorts and in their little dresses. And what do you think about this?
I have no problem with showing some skin, but it's the way sometimes it's shown. I agree with Ian. The short and her body are not in good terms. They're just not in agreement at all. And if you wear shorts, then you want to show the design of the shorts. So it's like she's wearing shorts, then she wants to hide them. She has a striped top on, and it's totally conflicting with the design of the bag. I wish the bag, the handbag, clutch bag, whatever you call it, was a plain design. So there's a lot going on. I wish the shorts would have been better. It just doesn't go very well.
And then, Annabelle, maybe for you fashionistas, you understand this style better. I don't know. Maybe we don't know what's going on here. Maybe this is actually a look that's trendy. What do you think?
Yes, I understand this girl's look. We just told the other girl, the slimmer girl, to wear shorts. And we're telling this girl not to wear shorts. I think so. I think that's confusing.
She needs to know the kind of shorts to wear. She can wear shorts, but not that tight.
I think this girl has done a fine job of wearing shorts. Let me tell you why. Because she's balanced the fact that she's wearing a really short short with a long shirt to dress, and I feel like that's a stylistic thing that she's done. And if she walks, I'm sure it'll just look like she's wearing a short dress, and then the shorts kind of reveal themselves. I think she's done a good job here, and I like the fact that she's mixed her prints and worn stripes with polka dots. I think that was intentional. And I think, you know, women are curvy. That's just the way we are. And I don't think we should be condemned for that, to be honest.
Carol?
I actually agree with Annabelle. I actually love this look. I mean, I've been looking at it and studying it and thinking, what is it about this look? I like the way she's put it together. She's had an interesting idea, and that's what we always encourage. You know, you want someone who's individual. I'm all about fashion being about self-expression, and you know, there's something about how she's worn it that actually makes it work. I'd actually like to see her in motion so I can see how this look fits on a movement basis. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Use the hashtag FashionWatch. So let's take a look at what is in this year. What are we excited about? What are we hoping to see at events and, you know, just in the streets of Nairobi, Kisumu, wherever you are? What do we hope to see you wearing? Let's take a look. Okay, let's begin with this look. Annabelle, tell us about this look and why this is hot in 2016.
Now, this is a duster coat, Lils, and it's a cover-up. And what's so versatile and amazing about the duster coat is that it's light, so you can wear it in summer or in colder climates. And it's also very effortless, and it sort of covers very many sins. And I just love sort of the idea of layering your outfits. It adds a very effortless sense of sophistication.
How similar, Carol, is this to the waterfall jackets that we've seen, particularly with Vivo? They do a lot of that, and I know a lot of Kenyan women have embraced that look with the layering and the tights and the vests and then the waterfall jackets on top. How similar is this to that?
I would think the waterfall is a bit more limited in terms of versatility when you compare it with this, because you can play around with this. I actually have one that's almost similar, and it has a hood and it's made out of African print. I've actually worn one that was also made of African print and it doesn't have this, so you can play around with it if it's a duster coat as opposed to if it's a waterfall, because the waterfall just makes you, it limits you to the kind of fabrics you can contrast it with.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. So we're loving this in 2016. This is something we're hoping to see you guys in. What else? Okay, so the Kiondo. Ian, talk to us about this. Remember last year, Lupita Nyong'o was spotted carrying a Kiondo, and we had this debate here about how we don't embrace our very own, how we don't endorse the Kiondo ourselves. So let's talk about the Kiondo, Ian, and why we hope to see more of this at Kenyan events across the streets.
Sadly, here the Kiondo is for the poor rural woman to see Annabelle going shopping in Nakumat, going in a kiondo, you see, people will start laughing. But you see somebody else out there wearing a kiondo and you say, wow, that's ours, that's ours. We should be proud of it. We do need to go back.
Annabelle, is what Lupita wearing a duster coat as well, or is that totally different? That's a trench?
Yeah, I think she's in New York, and I think that is a heavier coat, but a lighter version of that, like a more light feel, light fabric version would be a duster coat.
Okay, so let's talk about the kiondo, Annabelle, and why we're hoping to see more Kenyan girls, ladies, you know, mature ladies carrying this bag around, as opposed to the first copy, yeah, Michael Kors and whatever we see around the Nairobi streets.
I think the kiondo, the classic kiondo that we know of ages ago, is no longer that kiondo. I think it's reinvented itself. You'll find kiondos that are with really multicolored thread. You'll find them sold on the side of the road, and they're not even cheap. They're actually quite competitive, the prices. They even come in different shapes and sizes. You can now get kiondos in weekender bags. You can get them in briefcases. They're really versatile, and I think they're a really sort of chic way of still representing sort of this made in Kenya aesthetic.
Carol, between the kiondo and a fake designer bag for you, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of...
really?
Yeah, you can tell it's a fake if it's a fake. So what do you think? Between this and that, honestly, just do we hope to see this actually becoming a proud designer item that if I put right here by my side, people will actually go like, wow? People will go gaga over this as opposed to a fake. That's what I'm trying to ask.
Well, I notice people tend to go gaga about things like this in the diaspora or outside of the country. And I don't think the kiondo has hit the tipping point in Kenya yet that makes everybody want to go out and grab a piece or even to get imitations. The reason why imitations exist is because other people want them and they can't afford them, so they buy them for cheaper prices. So there is actually a flip side to the imitation part that's a good thing. And I don't think that we've gotten there yet. If we had the kind of industry that would allow for people to be able to rush and buy something because they've seen Lupita carry it, and we had trendsetters who actually tip the point that way, then it would be easier for the kiondo to become bigger.
And for you, Robert, who hates the big bags, are you a fan of the kiondo? Do you hope to see more of it in 2016?
I wish I could see more of this, because we have too many ladies in this town. Nairobi being the number one in being guilty is fake designer. We say, oh, it's Louis Vuitton, and there's no V. You know, it's just not right. But I would rather people embrace the kiondo, but my worry is disrespecting it. You have too many things. You know, a lady in this town one day will pull out of it because there are too many things in, and when you give them the freedom of the kiondo, they'll have too many things. So I wish you have this, but just put very little things that if you're getting up from a seat, you just not, you have to carry it, and you know, because it's heavy, just carry it like a handbag and you move on. And we are saying it's expensive because Kenyan ladies have not embraced it. So if the demand is high, the price will go a bit lower. Yes, I know sometimes say price goes high with demand, but if we embrace our original stuff, the people will have so much goods they're pushing that they'll give us competitive rates. So ladies, please, let's see you in weddings with kiondos. Don't carry the mandazis, please, but let's see you with the kiondos and avoid the fake handbags.
And something else we need to live in 2015 is your hate for the bids. That needs to stay there. Okay. So, okay, this again a trend we're looking forward to in 2016, the ripped jeans or distressed jeans. Annabelle, talk to us about this look and how to, I mean, yeah, just what to pair it with.
And who should wear it.
And who
yes. Who should wear it. Talk about body, size, and age.
Yeah. And then there's another type that actually has the entire thigh ripped out.
Yes.
Yeah, so the age, you know, the dynamics, what are we looking at? And then again, what to wear on top and also with the shoes.
And gender as well.
Yeah, well, the distressed jean is a throwback from the 90s, and it's back in full force. And yeah, this is a sensitive one because you have to be sort of a certain age to wear these, even though I'm kind of old and I wear them. And also the tear, I think the distress has to be sort of managed because I think people sort of go overboard. And another important point is there are certain places where you cannot wear distressed jeans. I mean, this is a very casual look. Keep it for the weekend, keep it for the club. Don't really, this is not a formal look. This is not a church look. This is not a wedding look. This is a, you know, very casual occasion. But I like it.
Yeah.
Body size?
You can be any size. You just need to know how to, with the top that you wear,
so
balance that out.
Should you go more conservative with the top if you're wearing this, or just go as wild as, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like with all other trends, when you wear something that's quite dramatic and that's quite a statement, you have to balance it with something that's a little more muted.
Okay. Robert?
No problem with it, of course, age appropriate. You can be, there's some age you get to. You can't.
40. I would say anyone under the age of 40 can wear this.
Not at all. Over 22 you can't.
No.
And what I'm saying is also know where to wear it. If I see you with this kind of thing in a wedding, you should be arrested. You can't go with this in a wedding. Go with it in some fancy function. But please, age is very, very key.
Yeah.
A 35-year-old lady in this would look like she's just run away from a juvenile place.
Wow, we disagree. Actually, Carol talked about health and fitness being big in 2016. People are investing more, you know, in the gym, in dietitians and what have you. And that's why we're seeing trends like these, I suppose, Carol. Just the fact that, of course, not people of a certain, not everybody can embrace a look like that. The body cons, this look, the cropped tops. What do you think?
Well, I think, really, Robert, I think that you can actually wear this if you're 45, depending on who you are, where you wear it, what the occasion is, and what kind of shape you're in. And in fact, this kind of, it also depends on the amount of distress the jeans is in, you know, because not all of it is the same. Sometimes people just rip out a chunk out of the thigh and then they put it on. It doesn't have to be like that. You can manage it. So don't go home and try to rip your old jeans and think that that will pass. There's a certain shape it's supposed to have, and there's a certain look and feel it's supposed to have. And you can actually find places where you can wear it with a blazer and a shirt, and it can look formal with heels.
If you're 45, don't take that advice.
Well, hey, are you going to listen to me or him?
Don't take that advice. Don't take that advice if you're 45.
I think I'm going with Carol.
No.
If
45?
you're in good shape, you're 45, you're 50, you're 60, do you? What do you think, Ian?
Age, shape, and place.
What age? 45?
Certainly not.
Age is about how you look, not about how old you actually are.
But also respect your age. You can't dress like this at 45.
But you're assuming every 45-year-old looks 45.
Yes.
No. It's not about how you look. You know the truth, your age. You just know the truth. You could look 20 and you're 65. You know, so just dress it well.
Oh,
you know
Lord.
what I'm saying? You can look good without necessarily having ripped jeans.
Okay. Well. Okay. So this, again, another trend that we're loving in 2016. Annabelle, why are we loving this, and what's this about? The pocket square and the lapel pin. Tell us about this.
Well, menswear is really difficult to sort of reinvent from year to year. Menswear tends to be very classic, and it doesn't change much. And so the fashion designers are thinking, and they've come up with this ingenious idea to update menswear fashion. And this lapel pin, even though it's been around for a while, I think it's taken a while for sort of Kenyan men to embrace this, and I think they will be in the year 2016. And this sort of floral embellishment on your lapel, it adds color, it adds flair, and I think it's a nice way to reinvent a suit that may be 10 years old. You know, add a little color. Bob does it, I think, successfully.
Oh yeah, actually, he has one on right now.
To get them?
You can get them actually if you go to a website or an Instagram account called Mr. Lapel Kenya.
Or talk to me.
Or talk to Bob, you'll be able to sort of mix and match. I think the mixing and matching is really key. Mixing and matching the lapel pin with the pocket square with your shirt.
Do they come as a set, or they can come alone?
They come individually, so it's up to you to really put them together.
And roughly how much are they?
Oh, they're cheap. You can afford them, Ian.
Right, and you know, Carol, who is a fashion journalist, this reminds me of Moy's time. He always had that little rose right there. So this is something that we're hoping to see more of in 2016?
I'm actually hoping that we do get to see it, because seeing more of it means that there is a certain grown-upness that is happening in menswear and Kenyan fashion, and that is something I'm really looking forward to seeing. And there is always this idea that you have to be very matchy-matchy with the whatever you wear. If it's the little flower, if it's the lapel, that it has to be exactly the same fabric, exactly the same color, and it has made people rather stiff. So this will make them more adventurous. You can explore more. In fact, it's an opportunity for a lot of this Maasai market people to make stuff like that to sell.
Bob has one on actually. And Bob, tell us your thoughts on this. When did you discover this, or is this something that's
I embraced this maybe 6 months ago, and it just adds some class to your look. but I saw someone in town wearing two, one on this and one on this side. And that's a bit, I did actually, yeah.
No way.
At Tmall actually. And no, actually saw a Tmall, and then I put on my Facebook.
Same color or
No, different colors.
Oh, please.
All you need to do is just have one.
Well, if one is good, two is better.
No, it's like having a Bluetooth on both sides, you know. But what it does, it adds some class into your look. And as Carol said, and this we need people to understand very clearly, your tie and your pocketchief do not necessarily need to match. In fact, you can go opposite colors completely, but as long as they blend in well, and it just gives you a fantastic look and some confidence that it adds you like another 10%. Because what happens when you walk towards someone, for example, we are relational beings, someone is attracted to that. So for a man, please, your boutonniere, it's called, and your belt and your shoes and your watch make you.
Okay, very quickly, Annabelle, as we move away from the pocket square, I see a lot of people doing it very neatly. Does it have to be done like in that sort of triangular samosa shape, or in the square, or do you just need to just stuff it in there in a sort of raffled way?
Yeah.
What's the proper way to do the pocket square?
I mean, I think it really depends on your mood. If it's a corporate occasion, then you really have to sort of keep it sort of either the semicircle or the rectangle. But for other occasions, you can really play around with it. And I would encourage people to get online, and there are sort of tutorials online that show you how to, I mean, this is fashion, you have to take it a little seriously. So find out how to put your pocket square in, and I would say don't buy the ones where it's already packaged and you just slip it in, because that's kind of ghetto. Okay.
But also, but there's one thing, Lillian.
Okay, so very quickly, please, with the permission of my director, Mercy, please, let's take a look at what to, did we do? Yeah, we already did what to drop, didn't we? No, we haven't, so let's do that, please, very quickly, Mercy, with your permission. So this is a fashion atrocity, at least as far as Annabelle is concerned. Tell us why, Annabelle.
I know Kenyans are going to come at us on Twitter for this, but the dashiki print, girl, it needs to go. It needs to die. It needs to stay in 2015 because it's played out. All the girls are wearing it. All the boys are wearing it. No more.
Carol, do you like it?
It's very loud. I've never really been a fan of it, to be honest. I like something more muted, but that's just the case of my own personal style. I just think that there are more interesting ways to wear outfits, and when you have this cross-gender pollination that is so excessive that what a man could wear, a woman could also wear, then it's time to change the trend.
Okay, and Ian, what do you think?
It is too loud.
It's too loud.
Yes.
Keep it, 2016. Very nice. Just don't wear the very big ones that you say, I believe I can fly. Just the nice fitting ones, you still look good, if it's done well.
Okay, you're overruled. Three rules.
4 against 1.
Yeah, so, okay. The tweets, Fashion Watch, hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please continue talking to us. Let's take a look. Faith Wanza, I totally agree with Robert Burrell and Ian on the guys' dress code. Guys dress a bit more maturely. Okay? Rose, Lady in Red, killing it. Liz, that's Liz Onyango. When men dress as boys and ladies as girls, then fashion is abused and murdered. Frederick Okango. Okay. Nancy, shorts are only suitable for guys with great legs. And here in Ginyangaruma, the lady in a maxi confirms there's elegance in being covered up decently and beautifully. Robert.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy is in agreement.
No, it's good, yeah. Gone are the days where showing skin makes you look good. I'm not saying it's wrong, but we're getting to a place where the more skin you show, the more classy you think you look. Sometimes actually you look very, very bad.
Okay. All right, food for thought. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Thanks for your time. Catch us again next week. And please leave what we said you should leave behind. Leave it there. Just leave it there. Okay, we'll see you next week. Good night.